Jesus Christ. Oh, what was going on today, guys? What was going on today? But a tweet. A tweet almost caused big time outrage about the gender pay gap and stuff like that, and it was just a bunch of... What's happening, film friends? David the Film Junkie here. Oh my god! Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, was paid so much less, about 2% of what Henry Cavill made on Man of Steel because, you know, gender pay gap. Oh, it was quite beautiful. I couldn't believe. I mean, it all really started with a tweet. It actually was it was an Ellie article. And it was claiming that Cavill made $14 million for Man of Steel, and Gal Gadot only made $300,000 for playing Wonder Woman. And it sounded so like ridiculous. And then you started looking into it. You started seeing like more stuff coming out. And then it was said that Gal Gadot was paid $300,000 for Batman vs Superman, Wonder Woman, and then Justice League. So combined, I guess you could say $900,000. For all three parts, which $300,000 for Batman or Superman for not having a big role, it's not too bad. Her as Wonder Woman, yeah, that seems a bit low. And of course, she's probably got a bigger role in Justice League. So, but I mean that was probably thrown out too. Henry Cavill's $14 million price tag. First off, I read that he actually made 5, and then he had box office percentage connected to it. So I thought, well, that's part of it. That's just what I dug up. Who knows if it was real? It was like an old post from 2013 talking about Henry Cavill's worth and what he made with Man of Steel. That's what it said. But now Vanity Fair to the rescue. They said it certainly isn't for one picture. That's insane. Now they're saying if he made $14 million, it had to be box office percentage, and it has to be the 2 movies. Probably combined 2 movies and box office percentage. And now when everything's broken down, entry-level actors, when it comes to franchise films, $300,000 is pretty much the base pay. Chris Evans made $300,000 for the first Captain America movie, and I think it only got bumped up for a little bit. I'm still a little pissed off about how Robert Downey Jr. made about $40 million for the first Avengers movie, while Chris Evans made about $6 million. Where's that same gender page gap? What the fuck? Not to mention, Robert Downey Jr. is making $40 million for Captain America's Civil War, which was more than Chris Evans made, even though his character was the title character. And I do believe that Robert Downey Jr. is also making the same amount for Spider-Man Homecoming, and you better believe that Tom Holland's not making that much either. And nobody's pissed off about that, because why not? Why would they get pissed off about that? It's about 2 guys. You know, like if Robert Downey Jr. ends up being in the Black Widow movie, that probably won't happen, or even the Captain Marvel movie, maybe he'll be in there. And if he gets paid $40 million, and you know either Scarlett Johansson or Brie Larson gets paid obviously way less than that, oh, can you believe the outrage there'd be with that? Oh, yeah, like pitchforks and torches going to Marvel Studios right there. Not to mention, but nobody gives a shit that Robert Downey Jr. has great representation. He's got some great agents, and he knows what he's worth. And that's the thing too. Is like I got in debates with people today about stuff, and it's just, it gets crazy, guys, because when it comes to like these actors and stuff like that, and you know they talk about the wage gap, and I'm just going, how can that apply to movies when it's just about the individual basis? Like I said, Robert Downey Jr. is like kicking ass because he knows what he's worth to these movies. And what's really funny too is, you know, Jennifer Lawrence is always, you know, she's talked about the wage gap and everything like that. Well, it turns out she made $8 million more than Chris Pratt in Passengers, and she was not in the movie as much. Chris Pratt was by himself for like the first 20-25 minutes of that movie, yet he made $8 million less. Not to mention she had box office percentage attached to it. Not sure if Pratt did. It didn't say. But I'm just saying, like, it's just different. You just can't compare. You can't compare any actor, whether it be man or woman, to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, because that guy, I mean, he's the biggest fucking movie star there is right now. But then Scarlett Johansson is pulling in big-ass bucks. Melissa McCarthy, I saw, was in, like, the top 10. It's all just really stupid, and this was, like, causing big-time outrage. But I love the fact that articles like Vanity Fair and other ones, too, all were just coming in and saying, nope, this is totally not true. Cavill was, you know, he was making around $300K just as well. Don't worry, it's nothing that's going on. This $14 million price tag that we're seeing, this value right here, has got to be with like multiple movies and box office percentages. But Jesus Christ! I mean, it just shows you the kind of world we live in right now, where everybody just starts freaking out. Yet nobody is going, wait a minute, Robert Downey Jr., he's going in other people's movies and making way more than the title character. But who cares, right? Unless it's going to be the Black Widow movie or a Captain Marvel, then they would actually care. But they don't care that Chris Evans and Tom Holland are way down here while Robert Downey Jr. is way up here. And I'm just going, well, Jesus Christ. All these actors need to get the agents that Robert Downey Jr. has, apparently. I don't know. Anyways, guys, that's what I have to say about that. Let me know your thoughts about this down below in the balls area. What do you think about all this nonsense that happened today? Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the other channel too. Follow me on the social media stuff floating above my head. Talk to you later.